Okay, let's get this show on the road there, Mr. Zig. How you been?
Pretty good, Tommy. How you doing, buddy?
Good, good.
Good.
So, have you been noticing anything about these drones? Have you been studying those at all?
I
Looking at any
I've
videos or
I've seen
anything?
it on TV.
Right.
Seen the video. I was, you think of drones, you're thinking, go down to the hobby shop and you buy
Yeah.
yourself a drone. No, that's not what these are.
Yeah, they
When
say.
they came across and said these are as big as cars,
Yeah.
and it caught my attention more like, what the hell's going on here? And
Right.
why haven't we done anything about it, or why isn't more being,
I would.
investigated about it? This is
Right.
too weird.
Well, I think that the government knows what's going on there. I think they know. There's something there's something there because why if it was Iran or China doing it, why would they have the lights on it?
I understand. Yeah. So why
Yeah.
doesn't the government? They're
Yeah.
government drones that we're
Right.
practicing. I
Yeah.
don't know, testing.
I think.
Testing is
Yeah.
what I mean. Yeah.
Yes.
We're testing them and just letting the public know what
Right.
these are. Don't worry about them. We got
Right.
them all under control.
I
But
think
that's not what they're saying. So that makes you
Yeah.
speculative.
Yeah,
Of,
they're
of
not dangerous, but at the same time, we don't know what they are. We can't identify them. They're not dangerous.
But this is the same government that let the balloon fly clear
Oh,
across the country.
yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
now you start questioning the government, which
Right. Yeah.
not a surprise here,
Right.
but we
Yeah.
but
It is odd that there was one guy on YouTube that I was watching that said that they don't know where they come from and they don't know where they land. They have no idea. And if you fly your drone up to meet them, then the lights go out and they so there's cameras or something. Someone's watching.
Somebody's watching.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't.
In this day
Yeah.
and age, you can hide.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that you can hide, show up, and
Right.
disappear all at the same day.
Right.
With as much cameras are out there and
It
everything
is.
that this could get away. And
Right.
you would think someone's going to be out there all night with a video camera or whatever. I'm staying up all night to chase this damn thing till it lands. I don't give
Yeah.
a damn if I got to stay out here 24 hours. I'm going to find it.
Well, there was one that said that there were like 50 of them coming off of the ocean, and said that they.
Oh, that's Elon. That's Elon's. I have seen those. Yeah, they all
Yeah.
run together in a line. It's the craziest thing
Yeah.
you've ever seen. But
Yeah, but this was they were coming off of the ocean headed towards land, and they said that the Coast Guard went out to see if there was a ship out there that was sending these back, and they said that there wasn't nothing out there. And as they turned to come back to the dock, said that there was like 13 of them following the Coast Guard boat back to land.
all right, well, okay.
And they're like, well, we don't know where they.
All right. Well, get ready to celebrate your last Christmas.
Yeah.
Because this could be it. Because I think we're all doomed. to come.
Independence Day.
Yes, Independence Day is
It's
coming,
coming.
way before July, kids.
Right.
It's
Yes.
wow. I don't
Yeah.
know. Should we road trip?
Yeah.
We are working man
Yeah.
still. We were retired. I said
Yeah,
we road
yeah.
trip and we head for New Jersey tonight.
Yes.
And start.
Let's
look for
start
them.
video.
Yes, God will figure out where they're going.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I just think that it's our government knows because they would be, there would be more panic to it.
Why do they hold you in the dark?
Right.
Why are they not saying anything?
Right.
You've
yeah,
got even people
that's-
in Congress are questioning what
Right.
the hell's going on.
Well,
here?
they did give Johnson, the Speaker of the House, a private briefing
Oh, they did.
or
Okay.
top secret briefing.
Oh, did they? Okay.
So that's why I say I think that the government is involved. And I think what I think is that what's going to happen is that I don't know to what extent that this is going to happen, but what is going to happen is that years down the road, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, this is some type of spy technology on us, the citizens. And you're going to come up with, well, how in the hell did the government know that? Well, remember when all those drones were flying around? That's
how they know.
that's
Yeah.
what they were doing. That's what they were testing.
So that's your theory. You're going to stick to it.
I think
Okay.
it is.
Okay.
Yes.
In 3 or 5 years, I'll
Right.
ask you about this.
Right.
Maybe.
But then you remember too, right around the balloon incident.
Yeah.
Remember that they shot some of these drones or something down, but just so happened they all landed or fell where we couldn't get to them.
Yeah.
One landed up in the lake up there at in between the United States and Canada. May even shot it down in Canada, but it was in such a remote place that well, we can't get to that.
Well, yeah. Why test them over New Jersey?
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of empty. You could go
Right.
out in the middle of Kansas, for
Right.
Christ's sake, and or
Well,
out in the plains where there's sparsely population. You got people freaking out over
Right.
some places.
right. Well, and could it also be a test of to see what the public
What
is
the
going
reaction
to do?
would be? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Because they say that, I don't know how, but China and Iran especially are way ahead of us in that drone technology. Now, I don't know how in the hell that could be, but
well, we've got Elon on our side, so
Well, yeah.
hopefully we'll be okay.
yeah, what is that he has, the free internet
Starlink.
Starlink.
I think
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, I saw it one night.
Yeah.
There are like 21 of them in a row flying. It freaks you out because you didn't know what the hell you were watching.
Right.
You're sure this is UFOs
Right.
flashing across the sky.
Well,
It's
and
the
look
craziest thing.
Look at the people there in New Jersey. I mean, they're all freaking out.
Well,
over
would you?
this.
Wouldn't you?
Well, yeah.
You look outside, you see all these lights on this
They
thing,
want
and
to-
it hovers, and then
Yeah.
it goes this way, and it goes this way, and then you call someone, they say, we don't know a thing about it.
Right.
Well, then,
Right,
What's
and
that?
they also don't have the chip to where the FAA knows what it is.
I know. Yeah.
No ID tag or
Yeah.
There's something there, I guess, that they can radar in on and say, okay, yeah, that, because if it's public, if it's a bunch of teenagers. Well, first off, where in the hell would a teenager get a drone as big as a car?
yeah. And-
But if it is, then they've got those. They can, they can definitely say that's Zig's. Hayes, and now we're going. You went over restricted airspace, so Mr.
Well,
Zig, we're going to
exactly.
take you to jail, and
Yeah.
you're going to have to. Yeah, but they ain't in no hurry of doing none of that.
No,
But
they're
that's
not.
why I say that it's the government knows.
Yeah.
The government
I would hope
knows.
so, because you're really close
Yeah.
to major
Right.
populated cities in the country.
Right.
I mean, New Jersey,
Right.
it's a stone's throw from New York.
Right.
Literally, it's not very that.
Yeah.
You can be there in a hurry.
Yeah,
And,
and they're watching them being spotted at over military bases
Bases and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, so I mean, hey, it could be a test. The government's testing the public to see, okay, are we going to freak out and that's a lot of the footage that I have seen. A lot of the experts, that's their concern.
Yeah.
Is that especially if they start getting down south, those guys carry guns and they
shotguns are coming out. I go
Yeah.
down south.
those high power rifles would be.
There's going to be a lot of shooting
Could reach
going on.
that thing because they're only like 200 yards.
I'm surprised
above.
somebody hasn't taken some shots
Right.
at her, literally. I'm getting my shotgun out with the scope, and I'm going to zero in on this one as it comes over.
Yeah.
I think it is illegal to shoot down a drone, though. If I'm
Ain't
not
that something?
mistaken. I think
And not
there is
only
a law
that,
you can't do
but you
that.
have your Morcus or whatever his damn name is. I cannot.
The border guy?
No. Yeah. Well, the guy that is over Homeland Security.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
You're close to it.
Yeah. But
He's bald.
But
He's bald. So
how
yeah.
do you go on television and say that? So now you got Russia and China and Iran saying, that's a good little piece of information to know.
Well, Tom, that same guy that told you the border was secure.
Well,
so
yeah.
you got to
Yeah,
take
that's
that
true.
for what it's worth.
Yeah.
I mean, he's you know. But yeah, it probably is the government. I'd say ask Joe, but I don't think Joe knows.
Yeah.
You know, I am. You know,
Well, they wouldn't want Joe to know.
no, you're probably right. Because
if they
he
did,
would tell
then
everybody.
Bless his heart, he's probably done forgot it. So
yeah, but yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a scary thing. And then at the end of the day, I mean, it still isn't a panic of people saying UFOs. We are being invaded by aliens. It still hasn't come to that yet.
No, but
what was that War of the Worlds?
War of the Worlds, yes. Oh yeah, yes. Orson Welles.
Yes,
did it very good on the
that
radio.
Was way back.
Yeah, and then Tom Cruise remade it. He remade one of them. I think somebody else they remade it a couple, 3 times.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I don't know. As long as they stay on the East Coast, since we're here in Central Illinois, I don't, you know.
But now it's starting to spread. Now they're
well,
seeing out west.
Well, like I said, somebody's going to be taking shots at it.
Yeah,
you know, some people with guns
just
love to shoot at anything.
Yeah,
and this comes around. Oh hell yeah, we're going to start shooting at this.
Yeah.
Hell.
And then whenever it lands or crashes, then the people are going to say, I don't know who did it. They're going to get inside that drone and here's the video. You did it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we know who did it.
Yes, we saw you shoot.
Yeah,
really
did. But it was at night. Yeah, well, we got the technology to see you just as clear as day.
Yeah, but I don't know.
So,
you know, it's a good story.
It has to be our government. Something to do with spying, all that good stuff.
I mean, I'm sure some company, some high tech company that I mean, we're talking. The way they're talking big drones.
Yes.
Those aren't your,
baby
drones.
And that's the scary thing. The ones that I seen last night on YouTube was those things actually look like a plane. And I'm like, I wasn't too sure that wasn't a plane.
Well, I saw that one. Yeah, where it really came over and it had lights on each wing and it looked like
in the middle,
flashing. It looked like, it looked like
and,
a 737 flying over it to me is what it looked like. But,
because one guy said down in Tennessee, he says, well, what we're seeing down here ain't nothing what you guys are seeing. Ours is round and it looks like they got a halo around them and the lights are going around that halo.
Well, those are UFOs.
Yeah.
Those are UFOs. Yeah, I've seen those movies.
Yeah.
Those are real ones.
Yeah.
I believe anybody from Tennessee. What are you talking about?
Right,
Over New Jersey? Right. Come on.
We'll have to get into the Bible and see if this ain't the last days here, man.
Last day of reckoning's coming, kids.
Yeah.
Hope we get Christmas in before anything happens.
Yeah.
But you know how this goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how the government says they're not harmful. They're not hostile, but we don't know what they are. Oh, but you know that they're not hostile, but you don't know what they are.
What they are.
Right. Yeah, that tells me that there's something in there going on. There's something.
Well, it's a good story. It's fun.
It is.
Kick around and
yeah. Let's just hope that it's not UFOs, But
I don't know. Could be intelligent life headed this way, as opposed to what's here now.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, if it was that, they would be over Washington, D.C.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's crazy. So, but have you seen anything on that Daniel Penny?
I saw. Yeah,
Subway
I saw a little bit of it. Yeah, saw him. He was on Fox. They showed excerpts of his interview. They didn't show the whole thing.
With the judge.
Yeah, with Judge Janine.
Yeah.
And seems like a very quiet man.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like he really, no rah ha ha. He just kind of just keeps to himself, kind of.
Right.
But.
Yeah, I mean, of course, with the people doing and saying the crazy things, but to put yourself in that position, man, I just don't know. I don't know what I would do, I mean, that's a hell of a position to be put in and be told, that I'm going to kill somebody and it doesn't matter what they do to me.
Yeah.
The
guy was ready to go to jail. He's there. He's been arrested.
Several times.
I want to say 40 sometimes. So I might be wrong on that, but I saw the picture of Daniel Penny had him down, but the guy was on top of Daniel Penny,
Right.
and he had him in a headlock.
Right.
And he said if Penny said if I would have let go of him, he might have turned on me and attacked me.
Right.
But he did have two. At least I saw two other guys.
Yes, they
helping hold the guy.
Right.
Maybe, or it was a tough picture to really make sense of. I understand him stepping in, defending, all that, but, I mean, you have to go to that extent to where you kill someone.
Right.
Where you strangle. I don't know what it takes to strangle someone.
Right.
To where could you just subdued him to, we're just going to hold him down and till the police do show up. I don't know.
Well, and that was his intent. That was what he said he was doing.
So how come the guy died?
Well,
from strangulation?
No, it was from the drugs.
It was from the drugs?
Yeah, that's what they...
Okay, well, I hadn't heard exactly why the guy died, but...
Of course, you have one expert that says that the prosecution expert says, it was a chokehold.
Yeah.
And then
you saw that. I mean, you could see that on the picture that he's got a hold of it.
I mean, I'm into wrestling, or was. I mean, I was a big wrestling fan.
Yeah.
To have him like that, I mean, he could have put him in the sleeper hold, which is the same technique, but then he would have been out.
Yeah.
I mean, so for me, I'm like, okay, but he could have been, like Penny said, he once he calmed down, then it was done too late. Then with the drugs and everything in his system. Yeah, that was he was basically dying from all the drugs.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to convince some people that's
how
he died.
No, I mean, it's racist.
Strangulation. And
yep.
I mean, it's sad the guy had to die.
Right.
It's sad he has mental health problems. You know what kind of problems that is across the
country.
And
like Penny said, I believe I heard him say that I don't remember how he worded it now, but knowing that the people that were on the bus knew what went down is satisfactory to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, he knew, and all
they were there.
Yes.
They saw that it wasn't I'm putting this clamp on this guy till he's dead. I mean, I don't think he said, I'm going to kill you if you don't settle down.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Right.
Wasn't there, never heard any real audio to begin with. And it's shocking that there wasn't more video. Maybe there was. It never came out. I don't know.
Never came out. Right.
And I don't know how many people were on the train.
Yeah.
I mean.
Right. Yeah.
And how many actually jumped in.
Right.
And, could the guy have just been subdued? Could you have just gotten a hold of his arms and legs and just,
Right.
got on
there
top
was
of
like
him
a Puerto Rican and a black guy
man,
that was helping.
Yeah.
And apparently, he was, in the beginning, he was really fighting. I mean, they said he was really fighting.
I'm sure he was. Yeah. And he probably got a good grip on him and says, I'm not letting go.
Right.
Till you settle down. The guy probably wasn't going to settle down. And the next thing you know, he's.
And with his military experience.
He's in great shape. I mean, the man is ripped, I'm sure. He just looks like he is. He's not no roly-poly guy from New Jersey, for Christ's sake. I mean, this guy's a Marine, and most Marines are pretty good shape.
Yes.
You don't mess with one,
for
the most part, if you're smart.
But I was going to say, too, that, he would know that, sleeper hold, because a lot of the wrestling stuff is fake. If you watch WWE, a lot of it's fake. But that is real.
Yeah. But
that is real.
Yeah, it's crying shame it all happened. I mean, you hate to see anybody die. I hate to see George Floyd die.
Right.
You know what? I mean, but was that necessary? When I see it overall, I say that wasn't necessary.
Right. Yeah.
On the outside, but I'm not there. It's not happening right in front of me, so where I can, you got split-second decisions you got to make because you got a guy who's losing his mind there. You don't know what he's got in his pocket. He could pull out a 9mm, start shooting everybody on the train.
And
for all you know, I mean, you're reacting. Once you start in, you got to go full bore.
Right.
You really can't go halfway and go, well,
Yeah. And with George Floyd, though, heck, you could see in some of the video shots that he had a mouthful of all kinds of crap in his mouth.
Yeah.
So that didn't.
I just hate seeing anybody die over anything.
Yeah.
I always think there's a way to subdue people.
Right. Right.
I mean, that was the police in that case, and that should have been done, I think.
Right.
But in this, as public citizens, you're not running around with a taser. You're not running around with something handcuffs on you.
Exactly.
You're barehanding it with him,
right?
And you're in hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
With some guy who's whacked out.
And the mindset is the same. Well, I'm not going to let this guy kill me.
Yeah. You're not letting go because the minute I let up, it might be me then.
And that was his train of thought. You know, that if I don't hold this guy, then And they said that in the interview with the police when they got there, said that Penny was like talking as if he just put him out. He didn't realize that he was dead at that time. Yeah. So crazy.
So then, why does the DA come up with charges?
Yes.
Again, why?
Well,
why?
For the same reason that he's after Trump.
Yeah. I mean, why do you come after? Why don't you get the whole story and go, okay, you were defending people. Okay, well, we can understand that.
Yeah.
This guy has 42 arrests.
Right.
You have none, and everybody on the train is.
But in his mindset, in the DA, Alvin Bragg's mindset is that evil is good. Good is evil.
Okay. That's when you got to even take it a step further after the trial. Go, why are you charging this guy? Why are you charging this guy who's protecting people?
Right. Yeah. And several African Americans come up and said that they feared for their life on that.
Yeah.
Subway.
I mean, the man is protecting. You know, and
but Alvin Bragg, it was racial, but it was because a white man killed a black guy.
Yeah.
And that's the only damn the evidence in what a white man killed. And that's way too much. And the only thing is, what do you think would have happened if Daryl Penny would have been a cop?
Oh yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
New York would have burnt. They'd have burnt that down. They tried to do it anyway. I mean, there was protesters out there, but it didn't take hold like it would if Daryl Penny would have been a police officer. Yeah.
Well.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see the mayor of New York sit down with the new borders are Tom Homan.
Yeah.
And it seems like the mayor is now coming around a little bit.
Yes.
Maybe we need to get some of this illegal immigrant criminals out of our city.
Out of the city, out of the state.
I think he's starting to see the writing on the wall of, I'm not going to be mayor much longer if I don't do something about this.
And you see what they said to Chicago, Johnson.
Chicago. Yeah.
And that's where Tom is starting, right in Chicago. Yeah. I like the way he said that your governor and your mayor suck.
There you go. Hee-haw!
Yeah. You ain't got to tell us nothing, no. Yeah,
and he could have said, and you people of Illinois who keep voting these people in, y'all suck too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because all you people voting for these clowns, and if this is what you want, well, people are leaving the state at record numbers. And
that's crazy.
I guess if that's what you're for, I mean, but Tom Homan is. We'll see what happens.
Serious.
He's serious. He sounds like a serious man.
And they're all of the mayors, governors and stuff are saying, well, he has no authority. He has no authority. Only the president and Congress has the authority. And it's like, well, Trump backs him 100%.
Well, yeah.
So you're not going to get anywhere with Trump. He's already saying get rid of him. I'm having the massive deportation ever on history.
Yeah.
We're getting rid of them.
I just can't understand why mayors would be on board saying, don't bother our immigrants. No matter, even the ones that are criminals that are literally just stealing from you and threatening your citizens. Why wouldn't you want those kinds of people out of your city.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Go try to explain that to a Democrat.
Yeah, I'd say.
What are you?
Why are you on board keeping them? Is this the kind of people? Well, let's move them into your neighborhood then, and let them live in your neighborhood and walk the streets with guns and and carry on the way they carry. Is that what? No, you don't want, you don't
what
want
happened
it
in Nantucket. Yeah, they got rid.
You don't want it in your backyard, but you don't care if it's happening.
Right.
Miles away.
Right.
But,
no. Yeah. And when do we look at it and say that the mayor, because that's what Tom Holman has said, that you are violating the law,
you're harboring,
Mayor John.
You can't harbor criminals.
Yes.
Basically, any more than you and I could bring in.
And so we are going to prosecute you. And that's what they should do.
Yes. Yeah.
That is exactly what all of them should be done. If you are harboring illegals, then, okay, guess who's going to have the next court date?
Yeah.
Guess who's going?
We're getting rid of them, but you're going to be in court explaining.
And guess what? We're still coming in. He said that we can do it the good way. The safe way is you arrest illegal. You let my guys come in. It's only going to take one of my guys to grab him out of your jail and bring him to justice.
Yes.
To get him deported.
Yes.
Okay? You don't. You want to harbor him and let him go, then we're going to arrest you, and then I'm going to send a team of ICE agents in there to get him. And not only that, we're not only going to get him, but for every illegal that's around, we're grabbing them.
We're grabbing them too.
So now you are just creating a big mess.
Yeah.
A big mess.
Yes.
So let's hope these Democrat governors and mayors we got to stop this. The stupidity crap is done. The woke crap is done.
Done.
And you've seen
has to be, because you saw how the election went.
Yes.
People are fed up.
People
some of them hate Trump. No matter if Trump was the second coming of Christ, they would hate Trump.
Yes.
You know what? But enough of them were smart enough to vote for Trump because you couldn't vote for the alternative.
Right.
You've seen how that looks even after the election.
Oh, God.
She's having more fun. I think she's relieved that she's not the president, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
She looks like she's having a good time.
Yeah.
Hell, Tom, how would you like to lose your job? And I'm going to go take 2 weeks off in Hawaii. I'll see you all later.
Be over in Hawaii.
That's living large. And she looks happy.
Meanwhile,
she looks happy as hell. All the time I see her on TV now, you can tell the relief is there.
Right.
You can tell it's been lifted. I can go back to being myself.
But meanwhile, people like you and me sit, and of course I do. I sit there and I think, how in the Sam hell do you go through $1.5 billion in a freaking 6 months, 7 months?
Well, it's been documented. You paid $900,000 to get your face on the Sphere. Help me. Sphere. The Sphere in Vegas.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but it looks really good. It looks very cool.
I've not seen that.
Yes. You haven't seen the Sphere?
No.
Oh, it's the damnedest thing.
Not with her face on it.
They showed it. Yeah. That big ball. It looks like somebody dropped a bowling ball in the middle of Vegas, and it's got all these pixels in there, and it can put whatever it wants on it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's the craziest damn thing. It's worth going to Vegas just to watch that thing change and do things. But had her picture on there. Kamala 2024, and they had to pay a ton of money for that. And then, all your celebrities, they don't work for free. Yeah. I guarantee you.
No.
Ain't none of these damn celebrities work for free.
No, not when you have the policies Kamala has.
Yes.
So, they got to be paid.
You had all them to come on. You had Springsteen on there. You had, Beyonce. Come on.
Yeah.
All
of them got paid.
You even had Taylor Swift's endorsement.
Right.
She's got like 1 billion fans. And you couldn't win. So, because nobody gives a shit about
it. And to be all fair about the Taylor Swift crap, all of her fans ain't old enough to vote. So.
True.
But most of them. I'd say a majority.
Probably a lot of them.
98% of them ain't even old enough to vote.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But it's crazy.
I don't give a damn about. And I love the celebrities. I love any celebrity, you know, who's successful. And I don't give a damn about their politics. I don't care.
Give two shits. So that's what hurts John Mellencamp. Is that when people have said that, you know, he was around here somewhere close.
He might have played State Fair. I don't know.
But yeah, people. I mean, there was a big deal on Facebook about it. People were like, you know, F him. I'm not going to see him. I don't give a damn about his politics.
Well, I'm not here to listen to your politics during the show. I'm here to hear you put on a show, play your music, you know, and maybe talk about your history, as you know, stuff like that. That's interesting. Who you're voting for and why I should vote for them because you do. I don't give two shits to you know about that.
Right.
No, I care less.
So you guys want equal time. So let a Republican get up there, John,
and tell you
and say, here's the reason why you shouldn't vote for Kamala.
Yeah. Well, it's my show.
Oh yeah.
It's my show. They're not getting up here with me, but I don't. You know, any sports celebrities, music celebrities, I don't care how they vote. It doesn't mean squat to me.
Right.
They're not paying my bills, and they don't give a damn about me in the long run.
No,
I know that, and I accept that, and that's no big deal. You know? Just entertain me when I show up.
Right.
Don't feed me the crap. Just entertain me. Play your hits. By God, and we're all happy. We can go home.
Yeah, and I don't get it. But yet there wasn't none that come out. Well, yeah, there was a few that came out and said that they were Trump guys.
Oh yeah, well it's Slice,
Sylvester.
Sylvester Stallone got up there and spoke. I'm sure you had some, but
there of course Kid Rock, you know.
Yeah, and that's fine, but I don't want to go to a Kid Rock concert and hear him talk about why I should vote for Trump. I don't want to hear that. No.
Right.
Go up there and play your songs and. You know,
Dennis Quaid, he was a
yeah. I mean,
I seen one excerpt of on Facebook. A guy caught Mel Gibson walking through the airport, and asked him about who he was voting for, and he says, "Well, it should be pretty easy to know who I'm voting for." And then the guy says, "You're not voting for, or are you voting for Kamala?" He says, "Hell no, I ain't voting for Kamala. She's has an IQ of a fence post."
Well, you don't have to get mean about it, Mel.
Yeah. I just said, well, Mel, if you got something to say, just come on out and say it. She's got the IQ of a fence post.
God bless her. You know, nice woman, all that. I hope she enjoys the rest of her time, but she's, you know.
Let's hope she's done with politics.
You know, the Democrats got to put up somebody. Of
course, they're saying
a lot better.
They're saying that Gavin is going to run in 28, and then she's going to run for governor.
That's fine. California.
That's a screwed up state anyway.
If they want that, they want that. They can have that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool.
Shifty Shift. He got senator. That's a guy. You know, so right there tells you just how screwed up
California
the whole time from 2016 to 2020. Shifty Shift was like, yes, Trump is with Russia. It's right out in plain sight. And then when all of it come out to say, no, Trump is not with Russia, not a Russian asset, you know, you would have thought, just me being crazy, I guess, you would have thought that the people of California said you're a lying son of a bitch and we're voting you out. No, he gets a promotion. Only in California. You know, them people out there, they are, I mean, that's if I was Abbott, that's where I would be sending all the illegals and saying, you guys are whacked out here. You guys will take them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's where a lot of them go anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of them go anyway, and it's, you know, hop, skip, and a jump.
Right.
You know, from
only old Gavin Newsom could take 11 billion surplus and just wipe it out in no time.
Yeah.
Now, hey, I'd like to be your president.
Well, who do you think will run? Got any predictions?
Well, I
think Gavin. You think Shapiro?
Yeah, I think he will run. And of course that guy JB Pritzker.
Oh, JB from Illinois.
Yeah. I think he's going to look into it.
You think he'll really? Yeah. Because, and somebody made a perfect point, when it came to Kamala running. You never saw none of those three, the three that we think might be on the next ticket come out and support her.
Right.
And want to support all her ideas. I think they were smart enough to know I'm getting as far away from this as I can because I got my mind. Trump's got 4 more years.
Right.
So I'm not going to support anything she does because I don't want her in anyway. Because then she's going to, if she had one, she would go for 4 more.
Right.
So then that really shuts them guys out.
Yeah, that would.
So they're like,
which they got screwed anyway because 2 ways they got screwed. Joe should have said, "I'm not running." Back when he had the first ask, he should have said, "I'm not running." That way, it would have gave the Democrats a primary.
Primary, yes, yes.
So then they got screwed with Joe being forced out, and then Joe says Kamala's the one. So you have all these big donors and all, and that what? Oh hell! So now we got to go with it.
We've been, like I said before, backed into a corner.
Yeah.
Now what do we do? Now
damn you, Joe.
Damn, she's a woman. She's black.
Yeah.
You know what that's going to look like?
Yeah.
If I don't support her.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So man. Thank God. Thank God she wasn't a good candidate. I'm sorry. Nice woman. Bad
but
candidate.
There again, look at that and what happened. Where was the polls? I mean, we all of us Trump supporters were sweating bullets the whole time because all you heard about the polls says close. The polls says it's close.
Sure.
The polls. Look, Kamala's up now. The poll says it's close, and then come to find out it wasn't as close.
Wasn't close at all. Even the Kamala people said, no, we were never ahead.
Right.
We just didn't say anything.
Right.
We were never ahead.
Right.
Really, we knew we were behind.
Yeah.
At all these places.
I mean, it just so. But guess what? 2028, when we're running, JD's there running for president. All the polls says that, the Democrats ahead. Look at this, And we're all going to sit back and let's hope he don't get it.
We'll do the same thing again, but, if we have a great 4 years,
right,
then JD will look real good.
Yes.
I mean, people will say, no, we don't want to change. We're not going backwards.
Right.
We're not going back to that.
Right. I don't understand how anybody with any lick of sense could ever vote for a Democrat. I just don't get it.
I don't know.
It is.
I don't know any Democrat friends.
Well,
I really don't have any.
Right.
That, I'd love to sit down and argue with them. Give me a reason to vote for Kamala, for for JB. Give me a real reason.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I don't get it.
But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We get 4 years.
We get
coming.
4 years.
It's getting ready to start. I mean,
Trump's
already the president. Let's be honest. He's just not living
right
in Washington.
Yeah. Everybody's done smooching up to him. And it's been a big overturn, Mark Zuckerberg gives $1 million to him.
Yeah. He gave it.
Now Bezos, who hates the Trump, is going to go in and give him $1 million.
And he's going to go down there and
he's going to have lunch with him.
And
it's
amazing how all the big wigs are going down there to have a.
He's going to go down there and then basically the conversation, Mr. President, put those tariffs on. Amazon's got a lot of stuff coming in from China. Let's be real. A lot
of stuff.
Do you have to? Can't you pick and choose what you want to?
Yeah, you're really.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so, but they're all business. What I love about it, they're all businessmen.
Oh yeah,
and you can. Yeah. I'm not nowhere near that scale of a businessman, but I would love to sit down and listen to them.
Woke businessmen,
yes,
but
they talk to each other about, well, if I do this,
right,
this is going to happen. Yeah, and then, this will be okay if we do it this way, and so there'll be a compromise. There's gonna have to be. I mean, there isn't anything.
Right.
I think there'll be some compromises, here and there, but The woke shit is gone. People are done with it. People are tired of it.
I don't know, Zig. I don't know.
I mean, the other day someone said, even the word racism, is an overused word now.
Oh, everything.
You've said it all so much that it's just people don't even pay attention that much anymore.
They don't.
I mean,
it's being used that people don't even recognize racism when it happens now.
Exactly.
I mean, they don't even recognize it because it's used to every little thing. Yeah. Every little thing.
Yeah. You've overused it. It's like crying wolf.
Right.
It's like you keep crying about it. Sooner or later, people just become numb to it. And they're like, it's coming. It's coming,
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, happy,
if you are a white person and you disagree with a black person on something, just a little disagreement.
It's a disagreement. That's all it is. You just don't agree with them about something.
Right.
It's the way we're supposed to be. I mean, sit down and talk about it and say, hey, this is why I agree or this is why I disagree.
Right.
I mean, you see it one way, I see it another way.
Right.
You think we should be doing things this way. I think we should be doing things this way.
Yeah.
And it's not to say who's right or wrong. That's a discussion, and that's disagreements. That's not racism. Just because you're talking to somebody of color,
right?
I just get tired. I get tired of that. Why can't we just sit down with anybody, stranger on the street? Why do you think things? And boy, some people just have that attitude right away. Well, white man rules the world,
right?
Not really.
Right.
I mean, I think the world's changed enough to.
Right.
I don't know. It's a little irritating.
It does.
It does. And I don't think we're ever going to evolve as a society if we don't get somehow past this sooner or later.
Right.
But I did hear Trump say the other day we're going to start building more statues and monuments again.
Yes.
So
yep, that's what he said.
Not sure what that means.
Yeah.
Who's going up? But
and then you see Joe selling the border wall for pennies on the
dollar. He just put them on flatbeds and and people are saying, well, that stuff's no good. What do you mean that stuff's no good? What the hell? I can build something with that steel.
Yeah.
Hell, drop it at my house and I'll put up a pole barn for Christ's sake with that. I mean, come on.
Hell yeah. Jesus Christ, can you imagine if you paid $5, it was showing on there that it was like $5.
Yeah.
For one of those.
Yeah. For one. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ, scrap that damn thing out. You get more than that out of it.
Yeah. So, Joe needs to get out of there in a hurry because he's got me a little worried about anything he's doing these days.
So, what'd you think about him pardoning Hunter?
Oh, Hunter.
Was that a shocker to you?
No. He's father. You do anything for family.
I think Joe.
And you knew he was going to do it.
Before the election, Joe wasn't going to pardon him because he believed the polls.
Yeah,
he believed the polls. Kamala's going to win this, so she'll pardon.
She'll pardon him. He had to say that. I understand that. But him doing it, that wasn't a surprise at all.
Right. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and now he's going to pardon Fauci and are looking into pardon Fauci and Liz Cheney. And so what crimes did they commit?
I was going to say, I didn't know they had committed any crimes.
Well, they did. I mean,
can you get pardoned before you you do a crime?
Before you're actually charged?
Charged and sentenced? Can you get pardoned for it?
Well, they're going to come up with it. I mean,
is it like a free get out of jail card that you just hang on to in case you need it down the road?
Yeah.
I don't care if he pardoned him. I thought the timing was bad. That's all I thought. I thought, but it was around Thanksgiving, so maybe he just felt thankful, and maybe Jill said, "You pardon him right now."
Yeah.
So we can have a
We're not waiting until the 29th because you may not make it.
Good point. I never thought of it like that, but okay.
Or the 19th.
Or the 19th, of January. Yeah, well, you better do it as quick as you can, just in case something could happen.
And who knows? Yeah.
That's a good point.
Right?
Yeah. Well, Kamala would have. If Joe did make it to the 19th, just by chance, she would be president.
Yeah.
Right? Is that that's still how that works, isn't it?
But she didn't like Joe. She didn't want him around or anything. So who knows? Kamala may have just out of hatred not pardoned him.
Yeah, because she might have said, well, Joe said he wasn't going to pardon him, so
right.
I'm not going to pardon him.
Right.
You're right. And then Jill's already in her ass all the time anyway.
Right.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Because I saw her the other night talking about we should all be joyful, Tom.
Right.
Let's spread the joy.
Right.
You know.
And walking in the vote with her red suit on.
And walking.
You know.
Bright red.
As
red as Donald Trump's tie.
Yeah.
I think they were, that didn't send the message. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, really. Yeah. and kissing Kamala's husband on the lips.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Now, are they going through problems now?
I don't
Kamala
know. I don't know. Well, some things will happen maybe after she's out, and don't need him.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a manly guy though, so I don't know. He's
Yeah.
Him and
he may not want to stick around with a loser. Who knows?
Exactly. It's yeah. After you lose, a lot happens. You kind of got to start getting rid of the dead weight pretty quick. You're like, okay, this is over. We're out of the White House. Shit. Okay, we got to go back to. Well, hell if I'm going back to this.
I'm not going to be the first lady. So let's call her quits.
Wow. Okay, now you're starting to be mean.
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope they live happily ever after.
Yeah. Yeah. I've not seen any. After the Hawaii trip, I seen that her. I don't know what the hell word salad she was using.
Oh, I don't even think it was a news conference. I don't know what it was. She decided to just get up and speak about something, and I know she had a couple of.
I think Mel hit it right on the nail right on the head. Yeah. But, she definitely has IQ of a fence post.
Oh, God bless her.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh well,
So did you see where the subcommittee on the COVID-19, some of the stuff they came up with?
No, I haven't followed any COVID and fill me in on any COVID-19 stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they?
Well, one of the things is that they said, yes, that it did come from the lab.
From China?
In Wuhan. Yeah.
Yes.
And they said
purposely?
Yeah.
Was it purposely planted?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't think they said purposely.
The country was running real well. We were rolling like a Trump train, for Christ's sake, until that showed up, and all of a sudden we shut everything down, and everything got shut down, and it's just I don't know.
It went to hell.
I have no facts or I have theory. I still think the Democrats were behind it because they're like, this is going way too good.
Right. We have a businessman and which, all of them. I mean, I don't care what you say. Trump, in his inaugural speech, when he made that statement that when the country is going bad and you American people suffered, the guys behind me were doing well. They benefited good. Yeah. And that wasn't the Democrats behind me. He put them all in that basket.
Yeah.
And that's why, I think that the Republicans, everything were, the rhinos, they were all hating Trump.
So what else did the committee come up with?
Well, the three things that the American that was out there that was questioned, and you were shut down, by YouTube and Twitter at the time. They said that yes, that it was in the Wuhan lab where it was originated, and the other two things, the mask and the 6 feet away, there was no scientific proof at all that was work.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
None at all. That was just made up crap from Fauci and his people. And even Fauci on Capitol Hill said that. After being gone for a while and they brought him back, he said that it was just seemed like the thing to do. it was brought up something about people being 6 feet away and not being around one another, close to one another. And it just seemed, but was there any scientific proof that would keep you from getting COVID?
Getting it.
Oh, no.
There was no proof to it at
No,
all.
but no proof.
But
it sounded good. It made us feel good.
And you shut down schools, and and kids didn't get to graduate, which I felt sad about, sad for kids who didn't get to graduate.
Right.
Really. I mean, that's a big deal in your life to get to that point, and they literally shut down everything.
Right.
I mean, was it necessary to shut down everything?
Yeah. No. And that was a big question too, that they, what the country went through with that pandemic, people benefited. That's the other thing, when we talked about Joe violating or giving pardon to Fauci. Mm-hmm. There was another part that I know Rand Paul always asked him when he was come on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Did you benefit from pharmacies by, and he would, Congressman, I am here to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, somebody benefited. They always do. Somewhere down the pipeline.
Yes.
I mean, that's just it's the way Washington works.
Yeah.
Let's face it. That's why you have lobbyists, for Christ's sake. I mean,
And that's
so I'm hoping when Elon and Vivek get in there and they go, we're done with this. We're not going to do this for 4 years at least.
Right.
You're out.
Right.
We're going to run this country like a business.
Right.
And I don't know. A lot of that behind the, you rub my back, I'll rub your back, and all that crap.
Right.
I mean, come on. How do these politicians finally retire? Yes. And some who retire they live like a king.
Well, like I said,
what the hell are we paying? We're paying you that much to live?
Right.
Like, no, I made all this money on this. And I'm like, really?
And the Speaker of the House said last week that only 1% of the federal government employees are showing up to the office.
That's
1%. And then they showed one guy that was, like they said, a grown-ass man should not be taking a fucking bubble bath. And he was in the bubble bath and said, this is my work space for today. And he was in a bubble bath.
Well, he'll be the first one to probably get a call. Sir, you've been relieved. Okay,
yes.
You can take as many baths as you like now because you're done working here.
And like I said,
you're either going to say, you show up for work.
Or you're done.
Or don't show up.
Right.
Well, see ya.
Right.
I mean, I'm sorry.
But
we all go to work. We all had to work. Hell, you and I are truck drivers.
Right.
Even during the pandemic, we worked every day and hit the road and dealt with the public.
Yep.
From, here to here.
We were essential.
Yes. We were essential workers. I've even got a T-shirt that says, thanks for being an essential worker. Okay. It didn't pay anymore. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm looking for is a little extra.
But I still, my question would be, as far as that goes and the shutting down, how was it that a Walmart got to stay open, but the mom and pop shop, grocery store, local grocery store didn't? How was that? I mean, because they're both doing the same job. Why was that?
Walmart's an essential.
Well, so was business. The mom and pop shop down
to them it is an essential bit. I agree.
Yeah. But you have to shut down. But Walmart, you get to stay open. So right there, I mean, I don't, and both of them supplying the same thing.
Service. To people. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
the big restaurant as opposed to Diamonds, a small restaurant, here in town. When you look back at it, now that you're away from it for a few years, you look back, why the hell did they do this, and then do this to people, and they did this to people?
And that's what that subcommittee, when they investigated,
really,
there was a lot of that stuff, red flags, why was this, when there was no scientific proof? I mean, to take the shot.
Well, they played on the fears of people.
Right.
Is exactly what they did.
Yeah.
They told you stay home.
You could die.
Because you could die. You get out there. We've got people dying here. Well, a lot of them people, some of them people were 80, 90 years old who
right.
were dying who couldn't
right.
survive.
Respiratory
issues and all that.
Yeah.
But they made it sound like you stepped outside and got 6 feet within someone.
You're dead.
You're going to be dead.
And wasn't wearing your mask.
Yes.
Yeah. And it as it turned out, it was all a lie. But I still don't understand how Ma and Pa grocery store
had to close.
Closed, but Walmart got to stay open.
You don't think Walmart? This is a table I'm beating on. A little under the table.
Yeah, well.
Here you go, Mr. Congressman.
Yeah.
Or committeeman.
Right.
We need to stay open, so here's to have a little vacation on us. Not saying that happened. That's allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
But you wonder about some of the dealings that go on.
Right.
And that comes back to lobbyists like, hey, we'll.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Hey, we all just work hard to get ahead. But some of the. You're right. Yeah. Boy, that'd been tough. You had your own business and we're told to close. Well, where everybody's
closing.
Going to.
Right.
The big department store down the street, the big hardware store.
Right.
Well, why aren't they closing?
Yeah. Why? Yeah. Why ain't that chain closing?
Yes.
When I've got it.
Yeah. Why isn't everything closed?
Right.
We're just all staying home for, which is nuts.
Whatever.
When you look back at it, you go, that's what we're doing. Are we, in a movie, for Christ's sake, where you close the world down and
there
stay
was
inside?
People that knew that what was going on and should have went a different route.
Yeah.
But there again, what's right is wrong and what's wrong is right in their eyes.
Yeah.
And even if it was illegal, they're trying to make illegal legal.
Well,
that's what they're trying to do.
January 20th.
Yeah.
Things are going to change.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And
and you're not going to get cheaper food right away. It may take a while.
Oh, yeah.
It really might.
And Trump's now even saying that it may never happen now. Yeah. He may not be able to get the prices down.
Yeah.
He's
going to get rid of some of these regulations, though.
Right.
So companies can. So hopefully the companies will.
Right.
You know how they always say, we pass on the cost to the consumer? Okay, let's hope they pass on the savings to the consumer. We don't have to pay as much for this, and this. We're not going to pocket that money. We're going to cut the cost on, this and that. And hopefully that would happen. And I think that's the only way it can happen.
Yeah.
But companies are greedy. I understand it. We're all greedy in a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just like, that's what's going to happen.
Right.
But, I think inflation went up last month, 2.5%, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
I thought I read that somewhere. Might be wrong on that, but I thought I saw a blurb on that. But yeah, it's not going to happen right away. And what do people see? They see food, housing, and fuel.
Right.
That's probably the 3 big things they see right off the bat.
Well, and then when you got illegals coming in, taking up housing, then...
Well, that's what you got Tom Homan for.
Yep.
Come in here and say, hey, you belong
so
here or not.
Americans, and that's the other thing. Why is it that Tom Homan won't go after companies that hire illegals?
I know.
Because that's against the law.
It is. There's plenty of them out there.
Yeah. And I would think that if I hired a guy knowing that he was illegal, then, and which I don't understand why they haven't come after the little man, the guy that just, hey, I feel sorry for the guy because he can't get a regular job, so I give him. Those are the guys that big government let go after.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I agree.
Keep you in the court system for like they're doing the January 6th people. They're going to make a martyr out of them people. We're going to come up with any old thing.
Like Trump's going to start right away pardoning all the January 6th people. That's going to light a fire under everybody quick.
That's going to get everybody
You're all out.
Yeah, especially Democrats.
Oh, God, yeah.
You're just going to see.
Mind. Yes, they were going to lose their shit.
I told you he was going to do that.
Yes. Well,
But he's already said that if they are innocent, what's his name from Clinton administration? Boy, he was trying to stick it to Donaldson there on the show. George Stephanopoulos.
Oh, Stephanopoulos? Yes. Yeah. Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even know he was still around.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, I don't watch that channel.
Yeah. I don't either. But yeah, he was trying to get him where he said that he's going to get pardon everyone on that January 6th.
Yeah, he might.
And like the Donaldson, I think is his last name, the representative from Florida.
Uh-huh.
But he said that he said, well, George, he says, look at it, we caught everybody that was even acted like they wanted to go to Washington, D.C. that day. FBI has got them. But everything that happened in 2020, silent. No one was caught.
Yeah.
Everybody
what about all them people? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see some on January 6th that actually attacked the police. Okay,
right.
We're involved.
Right.
Hell, there's some others that just kind of walked on the grounds, it looked like, and climbed up there and went inside just to see what the hell was going on. And
that one guy, I don't remember now what they called him, but they released him from prison. He had a long sentence, but they released him after that video with Tucker Carlson was.
Oh, really?
And showed that the security and the police were showing him around.
Yeah, like,
opening the doors up for him.
Like a visitor today, and they're showing me, and now you're arrested. Yeah, I mean, the worst you can get is, I don't even think the Capitol is private property, to be honest with you.
Right.
But, maybe you're not allowed at certain hours, but I think some of them are like, okay, you took this a little bit too far.
You're not going to overthrow us.
Yeah.
We've got our crookedness, and we're going to keep it.
Yeah.
We got all of our benefits.
Yeah.
So we get that pleasure.
Fun to see. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Hey, it's the law that I get to take this money from the lobbyist.
Yeah. Well.
And I like the way they come up with that name, a lobbyist.
Yeah.
It sounds a little better than someone bribing.
Under the table, bribing.
Yeah.
No, we just ran into each other in the lobby.
Yeah.
We were talking, and I convinced him to kind of like vote this way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. With a dollar or two.
It makes me a lobbyist.
Yes. And that's the way they come up with that term, they say.
Why do you need that?
Yeah.
Why do you need that? Vote as your constituents want you to vote.
Right.
That's what you're there for, to represent.
And
you go to Washington to represent me and you.
Right.
So you go back and talk to your people and say, what do you guys think about this? And then,
Yeah. And the Republicans have, they got the House, and the Senate.
Yes.
But one thing you can guarantee about a Republican is that they're big and mighty out on the campaign trail. And this is what I'm going to do. And we're going to fight to cut the cost, and we're going to do all this. And then once they take the House and they take the oath and stuff, they'll get right in there like they have in the past. And they'll say, maybe we should think like a Democrat. Maybe it is cruel to cut spending on welfare. Yeah, we don't want to do that. But we told everybody that's what we were going to do. But let's have that Democrat attitude to us now.
Let's hope they don't. Let's hope they don't. I'm one of those.
Yeah.
Now,
they'll screw it up. They always do. Republicans are just talk, is all they are.
Yeah.
And then when it comes in and getting action, all it's going to take is one of them damn Democrats to say, well, that's cold-hearted. Well, you're right. So I am going to change my vote.
I know. Yeah. It's close in the House, I think.
Yeah.
Either House or the Senate. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's a pretty close vote. You
can
swing it either way.
53, I think, Republicans in the Senate.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's about 7, 8, I think, difference in the House.
Yeah, I mean, it's closer than you think. And, it wouldn't take much to sway some issues, but hopefully they use common sense. And,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. put their best foot forward.
And see how it goes.
Yeah, because I know there's a lot of rhinos. They're going to come out of the woodwork when they get.
Well, think positive.
Especially those senators.
Think positive.
They get 6 years, you know.
I know.
So you can make all these promises to Donald Trump, and yes, we're going to turn this country around, and then once you get in there, then it's going to be, well, yeah, I changed my vote because it was cruel. It was cruel to vote to cut welfare, so that's the reason why I went against it. So just wait.
So I see your FBI director is retiring.
He's done.
He says, I'm going to get out of here too.
Yeah. Which there's another thing, you know, that you find odd, is that Trump put him in that position.
I know. Well, they said they had 26 informants, which I don't know what they were doing on January 6th in there.
Yes.
But the guy get up there and denied, said they didn't.
Right.
And then the report comes out and says, yes, they did. I mean,
yes.
I guess you just get up there and lie.
Right.
If you want to. I mean,
right.
That's what they do.
Oh, yeah.
They basically lie.
Well, there's no consequences.
No, and they were drilling him. They were drilling him and that Secret Service guy really got his ass ringed this week. By, I can't remember who it was, but when they were shouting back and forth.
Yeah.
And I like that. You know, my God, you're in charge. You're you're responsible for actions that went on, buddy.
I don't remember.
They should get that other damn chick up there too, who was the Secret Service director.
Well, she's seen the writing on the wall.
Yeah,
she wasn't going to go anywhere, and then even the Democrats were pissed at her. Yeah, so she said, "Yeah, I better get the hell out. Hell, I can."
Yeah.
Before they
they all get out. Yeah, they're like, well, time to get out now.
Yeah. Just my luck. You know, if I stick around, just my luck, they will go after criminal charges against me. So I better step down.
I'm just going to retire.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be here 10 years, but I'll retire.
They're going to hold me responsible for the actions that happen. So I better step down.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Smart man, anyway.
Yeah. But of course, it was a lady. That first one
was a lady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She was
she
was shaking in her boots when they had her up there. Oh, they were all over her. And this other guy, he's a hard-nosed son of a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to argue with them.
That was the argument, was over him being in the picture with Trump and Biden and whoever for the 9/11.
Oh, really?
And and that's what he asked him. He said, "Did you take the guys out of position?" Okay, so. And how dare you?
That's not what I asked you. I'm just asking you.
It's just a yes or no.
It's just a yes or no. Yeah.
Did you take the agents out of position? Yeah.
Just answer the question.
Right. And I didn't see all of the video because it cut it off. But I think even the Democrat was next. And he was even like, what? What he asked,
Yeah.
And then, so that guy may be, they're going to hold me responsible. I better.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not going to be the director.
Let me ask this a different way, Liz.
Yeah.
You don't want to answer it.
Right.
But, yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean,
hopefully we're done with that.
Yeah.
I want some transparency. Like Biden said, this whole. And don't say that if you're not going to follow through.
He said that the whole time he was in his basement. Yes. Didn't he?
And they tried the basement Kamala. It almost worked.
And it almost worked.
Until she got out every now and then and said something.
Well, you knew, you knew once the interviews started that it was over. That's why they kept her hid.
You ain't kidding, they did.
Yeah.
They knew better, too.
Yeah. And then it just got down to crunch time.
Yeah.
And then to think that they all felt real good that she beat Trump in that debate. She beat Trump in that debate. All of them said that.
She was good in the debate, but then the next week, she wasn't out there on the trail.
Right.
Building up on what she had won in the debate.
Right.
It's just like, okay, shut it back down. Well,
yeah.
Trump, he's on the news cycle every damn day.
Yeah.
I know he's a celebrity, but still, he's like, he knows where to go. Hell, I'll go to the barber shop in Queens. I'll go to this place, that place, and you know what? We're common people.
Right.
People get up and put a hard hat on and go to work every day. I want to go talk to those people.
Right.
And that comes across on TV. Like
he even went to the store where that black guy tried to kill that. The owner.
The owner of that club. Yeah,
he even went there.
Well, he's no dummy. And his people, you know, I give him a lot of credit. But I mean, his people he's got behind him are pretty smart too. Some of them guys, you know, that you listen to, they're smart. They know we need to go here now.
And you see that the cabinet choices this time is a lot different.
Oh, a lot different. Oh, yeah.
I mean, the one that blows my mind, I still don't get it.
Which one's that?
The Rex Tillerman.
Oh.
How in the hell does Donald Trump get another billionaire to be Secretary of State? Someone who has nothing to do with Congress, Washington, D.C., other than sending a lobbyist up there to do his bidding on his oil.
Yeah.
And how do you pick that guy to come in and be your Secretary of State? And that guy says, I've got to save America from Donald Trump. and flip, I mean, I think about that. I'm just like, I don't get that at all.
Yeah, I don't either.
But not at all. But that's what he thought he was doing. He was going to save America from Donald Trump. And Donald Trump's first term, that was a disaster.
Yeah, but he did.
A disaster. Sessions started it all off when he accused himself from the Russiagate crap.
But, you know, Donald Trump didn't know any better on a lot of things.
Yeah.
He didn't realize how it was run, how this is done, but now he's well prepared, I would think, this time.
You get career politicians on your side, and they'll know the ins and outs of this, and all they did was just stick it to him.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, they were out to save their own ass and save their own benefits and not have anything
so
taken away from them like they do the American people.
So that's why I'm looking forward to this 4 years.
Yes.
Or at least the next 2 for sure.
Yes.
I mean, because the hammer's going to come fast on stuff. I mean,
they had better. I mean, like I said, if any of them, you're going to find out in the first 90 days of how serious these Republicans are.
Yeah.
And I bet you some of them's going to fold like cheap seat.
Yep.
And make it bad.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to him in his first term when he wanted to do the wall. Mr. O'Ryan, Paul Ryan says, we need to concentrate on the Medicare or Obamacare. Let's get rid of that.
Yeah.
And so then Trump, okay, let's go down that road. And then that's, of course, McCain.
Yeah, John McCain, yeah.
And then it was, okay, we've wasted 2.5, 3 years on, so let's go with the border wall. And then finally... And then Paul Ryan decided to get out of there.
But like I said, he's got his people in there now.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel good about all of them.
Yes.
1 or 2 may fall by the wayside. You never know how this goes, you know.
Right.
But they seem to be all on board big time. So see what happens.
Yeah, and I know that, you know, Vivek and Elon doesn't have any power. I mean, they're just going to make recommendations of here's stupid spending.
Yep.
I mean, I don't understand why Americans are spending $500 million to see what monkeys feel on a treadmill. You know, the hell kind of crap is that? You know,
I know it.
But
like, what?
You know, yeah. And so sometimes you think they come up with stupid crap like that to really hide what they're actually doing with that money.
Well, yeah, but, you know, we're $35 trillion in debt.
Yeah, 36.
I mean, there was a time when we weren't in debt, believe it or not.
And to believe it or not, under a Democrat. Bill Clinton had us good.
Had the last balanced budget, I believe.
Yes.
So what happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you got to...
People just...
What happened? Just start spending willy-nilly.
Well, I mean, where it started was 9/11. Course that and then all of them warmongers, you know, the deep state there, we got to be in war. Hell, they had us in 2 to 3 wars at the same time.
Yeah.
So that brought the cost up. Obama brought the cost up. Even Trump brought the cost up.
Yeah.
So, but now, and Joe just shot it right out of the damn atmosphere.
Yeah.
He was like, "Wow, that's crazy."
Yeah, and he's not done. And he might be giving away shit left and right here in the next month. But I don't know.
Yeah, But it's just let's hope America can get its bearings back to it and stop this crap with the wrong is right and right is wrong shit, and get, hopefully the woke stuff is done. Hopefully it is dead. But a lot of American people have got to be vocal on saying we're not putting up with that crap anymore.
Yeah.
You get a senator or a congressman that wants to come out and talk stupid crap, and just no, and get him out.
I think
somebody else.
Probably the first real battle will be with these mayors of these sanctuary cities.
Yes.
I think that's going to be
they should be prosecuted.
Yeah.
They are really abetting and helping illegals.
Yeah.
I mean, you would if your brother was a mass murderer and stayed at your house and you knew that he did this. Hell, FBI wouldn't have just a heartbeat to say, "Come on, mister, you're going to."
You're going to.
You knew what your brother did.
Well, yeah. Exactly.
You harbored him.
Yep.
But yet, mayor's up there for some reason. Now, if you're a politician, then all of those laws do not apply to you.
Well,
they do not apply to you. And that's where we got to change.
That's got to be changed. That's got to be. And that's going to be a fight. But I think Tom Homan seems like the right man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's hard.
Yeah.
Hard-nosed son of a gun.
Right.
I mean, he seems like he means business.
Right.
I mean, he talks a good story. We'll see what happens.
And that's the other place where a lot of those rhinos are going to show you their true colors.
Well,
is when that starts. Oh, well, you can't take. I mean, you can't take family. I mean, out of the country that these people have been here. Well, they should have went the right way.
Yeah.
So,
we have
but we can't.
We have a process that they can go through. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. We're supposed to be a land of laws.
Right.
We all live in law and order.
Right.
Hopefully, some of us do. Most of us do.
Yep. And it's just getting ridiculous. And laws only apply to the poor. The way it's looking.
Yeah.
A two-tier justice is what's going on.
Yep.
Politician feels that they break the law, and we have the right to break the law. I'm a politician. I can break the law. I don't know, man. Let's hope that this 4 years is going to bring. I think that his cabinet, the directors that he put in, if they go in, and like I said, if they say, okay, you're the last guy on the totem pole that gives orders. So from you up, you're all gone.
Gone. Yep.
We're starting all over. Yep. And every department head do that. You're getting rid of the deep state for sure.
Exactly. It'll take time.
Yes.
But I mean,
yep.
Hopefully we see some progress. But
exactly. Yeah. Anyway. So, but well, all right, Mr. Zig, you got anything else to add?
I don't think so.
How about telling me who you think's going to be in the Super Bowl this year? What's your guess?
Right now.
Let's go with some sports right now. So, what do you think?
I think the Buffalo Bills.
You're going with Buffalo.
And Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes, them are my two teams that I think will be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I think the Bills will finally win. Finally.
Yeah.
They've never won.
Poor bastards.
They've lost a lot.
4 years in a row.
Can you imagine?
Lost. Can you imagine
what they would have had to go through with the internet and social media back in the day when they'd lost 4 in a row? I mean, you know, it would have been never ending. So I'm hoping they can come through.
Right. It was impressive that they made it there 4 years in a row.
That's incredible, really, that you got there 4 years
But to
in a row.
lose every one of them.
Yeah. But to get there. I mean, it's not like a series. It ain't like the World Series you get there 4 years where you can play a series and maybe finally get one.
I mean, Atlanta has about the same record, but at least they did finally.
They finally won one.
World Series.
But Super Bowl's one game.
Right.
And one day, anything can happen.
Right.
And
I don't know. Has Buffalo ever won the Super Bowl?
No.
Not even back when they had OJ?
No.
Huh. Wow.
I'll do some research, but I'm pretty sure I'm right on that.
I know 4 years. What was it? 90, 91, 92, and 93?
Those are the years. I don't know if those were the years.
91, 92, 93, 94, something like that.
Yeah.
4 years in a row.
They had great teams.
That is impressive.
Just did not.
And not to win
Just could not win on that Sunday.
Right.
I mean, just.
Right. That is nuts. And not been back since.
Yeah. So I think they'll get there this year.
Yeah.
I really do.
I think it's still going to be KC. I think KC.
I think so.
I think KC will knock them out, especially with Buffalo's loss last week.
Yeah.
That and the other team I know has never won is the Detroit Lions. I think it might be them.
Don't sleep on the Lions.
That's right.
As they say.
Yeah.
They got a good team too.
Yes. Yeah, they could have made it last year. They should have been there last year.
So
but what 49ers beat them.
Yeah. So,
I think that would have been a whole different.
It's getting really exciting. You
right.
know, I mean, it's getting down to the nit grit.
Right.
And you got, Minnesota's got a good team still, and Green Bay's got a good team.
And what did they say about that Soto? Did you see that guy?
Juan Soto?
Yeah.
Was it Juan Soto?
Juan Soto.
Did he go to the Mets?
He signed with the Mets. I think he re-signed with them. I think he's playing with them.
Was
year.
he a Yankee before? Boy, I'm sorry, I don't follow baseball.
Yeah, maybe he was a Yankee.
I used to, but
yeah.
Did I hear $750 million?
$750 million. They broke it down. They, what he was making a year, what he was making
a
day, an hour, 8 hours.
Oh my God!
Yeah. I mean, it was something crazy. I mean,
I can imagine that kind of money.
Yeah, it was something. I mean, I just seen bits of it.
Yeah.
But they were saying that it was something like $36,000 a second. He's making some god awful number. I mean, where do you come up with that money? I mean, how does baseball and any sport come up with that money? For just that player, could you imagine? I mean, if it wasn't through taxes and stuff and how they do that, but good God, ticket prices should go through the freaking roof.
Yeah.
And you should pay $20, $30 for a beer.
Like I say, yeah. And you still got to pay everybody else.
And you got to pay everybody else.
You got to pay
office people,
people who maintain the field, parking lots,
behind the scenes
people, and
the ticket people.
That's why you see advertising everywhere. Yeah, those companies got to pay.
Right,
Coca-Cola. Probably got their name all over wherever, but who they charge in the long run.
Yeah,
you and me to buy their products so they can go and put their over at the assembly hall. Let's talk insurance for a minute, if you like.
Yeah.
For Assembly Hall, it's the State Farm.
Right.
Assembly. Well, hell, out in Arizona, it's the State Farm Stadium out there. I mean,
is that for the Cardinals?
Cardinals, Arizona. Yeah, the football stadium.
Yeah.
So those don't come cheap.
Right.
I don't get the putting your name on the building.
Right.
I mean, that kind of advertisement. I mean, because you know where them costs get passed down to.
Yeah.
People who insure with them.
Yep.
And, car insurance has gone out the roof. I mean, it's gone, nuts.
A lot of things, yeah. I mean,
but, stuff like that, and it's just, the cost of sports it's off the charts. I'm sorry.
It's crazy.
I mean, everybody wants to make tons of money. I
right.
understand that,
yeah.
but that's...
But at some point, I mean,
some point, you can't afford to go to a game.
Right.
Somebody's making the money to go.
Yet Americans still go.
Still go.
Still go. I don't get it.
And TV's a big part of it because they sell sponsorship. You know, you've got the games on TV and the teams get a part of that TV deal. You know how that goes. And there's a lot into it, I know. But, that's just, you know.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm sure he's a nice player and a good player.
Right.
He's really good. But.
Oh, yeah.
You know. And there's only a few people I've ever watched in sports who I would thought were worth that kind of money.
Right.
You know, the first one I would start with is Michael Jordan.
Right.
I mean, when he got to the championship, he won all the time.
Right.
He was the MVP. He was the greatest guy on the court. I mean, he deserved, you know, is Juan Soto going to win your World Series 6 out of the next 8 years? If he does, then it's probably worth it.
Right. Yeah, the Mets made a good investment.
It's probably worth it if they don't win any.
Right.
Was it a good investment? I don't.
Right. Many teams, though. I mean.
Oh yeah.
These owners paid the big bucks.
The money.
Look at that. Look at the years that Angels tried to put something together.
Yep.
You know. Yep. And I mean, Mike Trout, they kept him and paid him big.
Paid him big.
I mean, in fact, he'd probably be looking at a raise since this guy got a raise. Hell, they may renegotiate his contract and give him more money. You know, it's crazy. I mean,
I know.
And it's crazy how they just, you know, they throw that money around.
They throw the money, but it's their money.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean,
there's got to be a trick to it. I mean, there's something to it that they get because they can't afford that kind of money. I mean, there's just no way. And on ticket prices too.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, you know, a baseball stadium holds 40,000 people. You know, that's
you get 81 dates.
Yeah.
A year.
Yes.
Along with concert, you know, whoever owns the stadium.
Right.
You know, concerts and this and that, and you know, I mean, there's
and I heard
going on there.
I heard too that the Native Americans want the Washington Redskins back and the logo, everything.
Oh my God! Now we're going the other way.
Yeah,
that's we want them back now. Damn Redskins.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. The biggest, I think we talked about this before. The one that I always shake my head is Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
Got rid of Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were known as Indians, weren't they? Is that a slang name?
Yeah.
Is that a slang name for an Indian?
Yeah.
An Indian?
An Indian.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, it's not like a Redskin.
Right.
Redskins like a slang name, isn't it?
Right.
But you get the Cleveland Indians. Okay, we got to get rid of that name.
Right.
That's Indian. But you got the Atlanta Braves, still the Atlanta Braves.
Right.
Isn't a Brave like a younger Indian?
Yeah. Yeah. I believe so. Yeah.
So why do they keep their name?
Yeah.
Why do the Braves keep their name? Indians got rid of theirs.
The owner of the Braves ain't as woke as
it's the guy in Cleveland.
Of course, now Washington Redskins, that guy, I guess FedEx was woke and said, if you don't change the name, we're pulling our money off of the stadium.
And the FedEx is not going to be on the stadium next year. I think they're pulling a lot of their sports.
Well, there you go. So now maybe
stuff, they're pulling a lot of their sponsorship off.
Owner, now I don't know if it's still the same guy that owns them.
No, I think they got rid of him.
Okay, so he sold.
I think his name was Daniel Cook or something. I think
he was in the Six Flags. I know he owned Six Flags.
Okay. I think he sold it or something. They got a new guy, and
well, that's probably why. Because he said that while he owned the team, he was not changing that name. And then the next thing, so they must have got rid of him, and these woke owners come in. But it's amazing to me how they said that the woke guys, the white privilege guys, you know, Indians. It's cruel to call them Indians, Redskins. That's immoral. We can't have that. You know. And then the woke white privilege guy says, you know, black people on boxes. That's racist. We can't have that. Let's take that off of there, and we won't have that. That's racist. And everybody should be appalled of a black woman on a box or a black man on a box. So that's just racist. So let's get rid of that. And then they sat back though, and those woke white privileged guys, they say KFC, that white image of him, we ain't got no problem with that.
With that one.
We don't want to take him off of there.
Yeah.
But you go by KFCs and there's old Colonel Sanders.
Yeah.
But they don't want to.
Yeah, there's, you know.
And like you said, the Braves, I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Of course, it
that
has
one,
to be that the owner isn't being pressured by whoever's sponsoring the stadium, and or that they're just like.
But you're saying the Redskins want to go back. Some Redskins want to be
Native
Americans. Native Americans.
The ones that
we want the Redskin.
Yeah, they said that was a symbol of the of some group of Indians and tribe, and that was his grandfather or great grandfather or something was that image, and they want to bring that back.
Oh boy.
So
well,
yeah. So it's the Native Americans that are saying.
I've just gotten used to Washington Commanders. Yeah. Come on, damn it. We
That's crazy.
Keep switching.
What is Cleveland now?
Guardians.
Guardians.
What's that mean?
I don't have no idea.
Are they guarding something?
Yeah.
I think it should have been the Cleveland Steamers.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cleveland what?
Steamers.
Steamers.
You heard that somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be a good one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland Steamers.
I don't know. I mean, why do you call Cleveland Browns the Browns?
Right.
You know, it's because Paul, I think, some guy, no, not Paul Brown. Some guy, I don't know. I don't know why they call the Browns.
Yeah.
I think Paul Brown used to own the Cincinnati Bengals. So
right.
I don't know. I mean, that seems pretty plain and plain. And,
yeah.
You know, it's like, we're the Browns. Okay.
Yeah.
That seems weird.
And it was simple.
Simple as can be.
Yeah.
You know,
helmet. There ain't no
there's
logo or anything on the helmet.
Throw out a brown. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. But
yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Right.
You know, makes it interesting every day.
Yes.
Golly, Thomas, you know what? Interesting world.
Yes, it sure does. So, well, all right, mister.
Okay.
Well, we will.
Let's wrap this up.
We'll say goodbye to everybody, and till next time, we hope you all have a great day. Bye, everybody.